and gentlemen, welcome to my seminar. Today we're going to talk about, as you already know, detox for health and weight loss. Before I start, I just want to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my background and where I'm coming from. My name is Marko, as you can see on my name badge. I originally come from Macedonia. You probably don't even know where it's at, but I can help you out. It's the country mainly known by the name Alexander the Great, nothing more than that. I work on ships since 2011, so quite a long time that I've been on the oceans. And before I started working on the ships, I graduated with biology and physical science. So this is pretty much my specialty. One favor that I want to ask you guys, just please interact. Let's make it a conversation rather than me talking and you snoring. I have a roommate that snores a lot, but he's a really nice guy though. It's okay, compensate, you know. All right, so let's get started. Now, first of all, you know why you're here, right?
Weight loss.
Okay. Anything else but weight loss?
DETOX.
Okay. Okay. Now, the whole seminar, ladies and gentlemen, is based on the researches done by Dr. Joel Todd. Dr. Joel Todd is an American doctor who discovered in 1998 that cancer cells cannot survive in alkaline surrounding. So we're going to mention a few points about cancer and how to actually clean your body and try to starve cancer cells and avoid developing cancer cells in your body. So on the cellular level, we're going to explain that a little bit, and we're going to make it very simple. Now, so once again, the whole seminar is based on Dr. Joel Todd, and I'm just a messenger. So all credits goes to him. All right. Now, in the world, guys, there's only two types of people. First group is doers, and the second group don'ters. I know don'ter is not very grammatically right. I came up with the word myself, but you get the picture. Now, doers, guys, are people who do changes at the only moment that you can act upon. What is the only moment that you can do changes in? Whenever?
Now.
Sure? Right now. Thank you. My professor used to say in college, yesterday is a history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift. That is exactly why it's called the present. Use it or lose it. So doers are people who do changes right now. There is no such thing as tomorrow. No definition for tomorrow. Don'ters, however, are people who keep finding excuses. They're perfect at it, they're masters at it. I heard a joke the other day, they're going to come up with the 8th day of the week, and it's called someday. Those are for the people who are don'ters. After Sunday, you're going to have someday, so eventually you will have an actual day to do what you were trying to avoid doing. Now, in the end of the seminar, you will realize either you're a doer or a don'ter. So once again, I'll try to keep it as simple as possible so you can understand all the subjects that we're going to talk about. In the fitness industry, ladies and gentlemen, we have a triangle that has 3 components. In order for you to reach your goal, you have to have all 3 together. Just want to mention, I have no interest out of this seminar, and this is only and only for your own benefit. What you do with this information in the end of the seminar, it's totally up to you. I cannot force you to do any changes. I cannot force you to accept the information, because information is only potential power, not a power. So, you have 3 components. Once again, the subject of today's seminar is detox for health and weight loss. If you want to be healthy and lose weight, what is the first thing you have to do?
Exercise.
Exercise. Okay, so component number 1 is exercise. The importance of exercise in this triangle is 15%. Only 15%. If you want to achieve results, lose weight, and be healthy before all, you need to have 100% success. If it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. It takes effort, it takes determination, and it takes for you to be a doer, not a don'ter. Now, first component is exercise. What is the second component you need to do?
Diet.
Diet. Okay, so now most of the people like to call it diet. First thing you do when you go on a diet is what? Starve. Stop eating, exactly. So you shut your mouth, you cut calories. The term that we use in the fitness industry is nutrition. The reason is very simple. When you go on a diet, you starve. Now, are you familiar with the term BMR? That's BMI. Body mass index is BMI. It's calculation between your height, age, and your weight. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate. It's exactly telling you how strong is your metabolism. Every one of us has different and individual unique number that is only for you. Now let's say your BMR is 1800 calories every 24 hours, which means this is the minimum requirement of calories you need to put in your body every 24 hours. Just an example, I'm not saying any one of you has that number. Now, if you have minimum requirement of 1800 calories a day and you put only 1200 because you're on a diet, or only 1000 calories a day, what happens next is you're starving, which you already mentioned. Starvation means catabolic state. Everything you eat, your body will store into fat and your body will feed itself from the muscles. So when you are on a diet, yes, you do lose weight, you stand on a scale, you're so happy you have lost some weight, but you've lost your muscle. Now when you lose your muscle, what happens to your metabolism? Goes down. What happens to your immune system? Goes down. If your immune system is slow, what happens to you? Get sick, infections, and etc. etc. So you generally, with all those commercial diets, guys, you are actually destroying your health. So we're more looking at nutrition, meaning eating right, combining the food right, and make sure you're putting the right nutrients in your body. The importance of nutrition is 35%. The first question that people ask me is why nutrition is more important than exercise. Simple answer. Does anybody know how many calories you need to burn in order to burn 1 pound of fat in a day? Okay, 3,500. That's a lot of calories you need to burn. So let's say your metabolism will burn about 1,800, but you still need to burn quite a lot of calories in order to burn just 1 pound of fat. That's 450 grams. That's nothing. Now in physically active hour, you can maximum burn 500 calories. So in 1 hour, you can maximum burn 500 calories regardless what are you doing for that hour in the gym. So if you're burning 500 calories in 1 hour, how many hours you need to work out a day to burn 3,500? 7. How many people work out 7 hours a day? No one. That's why it's more important to be careful what you put in your mouth rather than what you run on a treadmill out. Because you can never, ever overwork out a bad nutrition plan. You are what you eat. All right? One cookie in the coffee corner there contains about 600 calories. In 1 hour workout, you can maximum burn 500 calories. Is this making any sense to you so far, guys? We're good on this, yeah? No?
So you just hope you have a high BMR?
Well, you can't hope. First of all, ladies have a weaker BMR because you have less muscle mass. The reason you have less muscle mass is because you don't have testicles, therefore you don't have testosterone. Main hormone for muscle growth is testosterone, which means no testosterone, no big muscles. No big muscles, weaker metabolism. That's why men have stronger metabolism, but also women have higher percentage for recommendation of fat. So it's a natural and healthy zone. Now we have the two components. What is the component that is missing, guys? What are we here for? I can't hear you.
Detox.
Detox, okay, thank you, wake up. So detox, what the word detox means?
Detoxify.
Detoxifying what?
Get rid of toxins.
Get rid of toxins, cleaning the body, getting rid of poisons, exactly. Poisons, unnecessary chemicals that we put in our body out of the system. So the component that is missing is detoxification. The importance of detox is 50%. A lot of people ask me, why do you need to detoxify? My granddad lived 90 and he never actually did a detox. That's totally true. I totally agree with that. My granddad is 88, still alive, great shape. When my granddad was my age, he used to drink the water from the river. He used to pick the veggies and the fruits from the ground and the tree himself. He used to live in a city. There was absolutely not a single car. How many people live in those kind of environments now? No one, right? How many people here have how many people here have how many people here live in a city where there is not a single car? No one, right? So it all adds up and accumulates through the lifetime, which means we have to do changes. The definition for insanity, guys, goes doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you want to see changes, do changes. That's why you have to do something different. There are a lot of people out there that are working out perfectly fine, they're eating well, and they're still struggling to lose weight and be healthy. Why? Something is missing. So we're going to talk about what is actually detox and how to detoxify our body. Are we good so far? Yeah? Making sense?
Yeah.
All right. So can you tell me, guys, some toxins that you're aware of we put in our body?
McDonald's.
Fried
Alcohol.
Okay, we're gonna start one by one. Okay, so we're gonna start at food.
Smoking.
Okay, alcohol, smoking. What else?
Environmental.
Environmental, through the air, right? Very good. What is the body's largest organ?
Yes.
Skin.
So moisturizers and sunscreen.
Not really those things, but I'll mention a few others. 72% of your body is what, guys?
Water.
Water. So through the water that we put in and on our body, we put a lot of toxins. Stress is second world killer. First one is cancer, second one is stress. When you go to the doctor, what is the first thing he's going to prescribe you?
Medication.
Medications, huge thing. And last but not least is sugar. Okay, I think we got. Yeah. All right. So let's start from the top. Food, guys. What kind of chemicals we have in the food?
Pesticide.
Okay. So let's start from the first one. Pesticides. Pesticides are chemicals used to prevent germs and worms and bacteria to go in the fruits and veggies. For example, apple, guys, is sprayed 22 times during its growth with pesticides and another 3 times with wax when it comes to a supermarket. Just an example, you go to the market and you want to buy an apple. There are 2 apples left. One is almost rotting and the other one is really shiny and colorful. Which one are you going to pick? Shiny and colorful. Natural, right? First instinct. You want to pick the shiny and colorful. That's the apple that is actually full of toxins, wax, colors, and many other chemicals that are poisons. What other chemicals we have in the food, guys? Alright, preservatives. What is the function of preservatives?
Stop them from aging.
Stop the shelf life, stop the food, prevent the food from being broken down, right? What is the function of the hydrochloric acid in your stomach and the enzyme pepsin? Break down the food, right? When is your nap time?
Now.
Okay. 2 p.m. Right after lunch, right? How do you feel after lunch, guys? Energetic or sleepy? Sleepy. Why? It's because your body cannot digest the food that you eat. It's full of preservatives. Your hydrochloric acid is not strong enough and the enzyme pepsin is not strong enough to digest the food. Therefore, your metabolism slows down, which means your energy levels goes down, your body's just trying to filter the food that you just ate. Other things that we have in the food are additives, hormones, steroids, preservatives. How can you eat a full bag of chips when you're not even hungry?
Because it's addictive.
It's addictive, additives.
Chest is good.
So all the 3 components that human beings are getting addicted to. Sight, so it looks good, smells good, and it tastes good. So those are the things. So you're not going to stop, exactly, you're not going to stop until the bag is empty. When it's empty, you turn around, you lick it, and you lick your fingers, exactly. Everybody does that. The additives makes you addicted. Alright, alcohol, guys. We all know that alcohol is bad. Why it's actually bad and how does it affect our body is very simple. 1 cup of 8 ounces of alcohol decreases your metabolism to 42% for the following 4 hours.
What?
1 cup of alcohol decreases your metabolism to 42% for the following 4 hours.
I thought it increased.
So it increases your heart rate.
The blood circulation.
The circulation, yes, and heart rate and heartbeat, but slows down your metabolism because your body will try to get rid of it. It also dehydrates your body. For every cup of alcohol you drink, you need additional 2 cups of water just to flush it out of your system. In types of alcohols like whiskeys and spirits, you also have what?
And sugar.
Sugar.
And yeast break.
This is even bigger, guys.
Sugar.
1 teaspoon of refined sugar decreases your metabolism for 68% for the following 4 hours. That is how you gain weight. You don't gain weight by the sugar itself. It doesn't contain a lot of calories and it cannot make you fat by the calories. What it does, it slows down your metabolism, which means you don't burn sufficient number of calories, and that is how you get gain weight. Alright, moving on. Smoking. They all agree that smoking is unhealthy. It increases the chances of up to 80% of heart diseases, stroke, heart attack, and lung cancer. It's extremely toxic and it pushes you further into acid state on the pH scale, which we're going to mention a little bit later. Okay, through air, guys, what kind of chemicals we have in the air? Pollution, smoke, cyanide, benzene, heavy metals. How can a person that never ever had a cigarette end up having a lung cancer?
Secondhand smoking.
Alternative smoking, secondhand smoking, and the environment you live in. Cyanide and benzene are heavily toxic and heavily acidic, which is a very big thing and perfect environment for a cancer to be developed. Cancer cells, by the way, guys, we all have them. It's in our DNA, which I'll mention later, and I'll explain a little bit more about that, but it's a natural reaction of the body. Okay, through skin. What is the first thing you put on your skin when you go on the beach?
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen, suntan lotion, can cause us skin cancer 6 times faster than the sun itself. But if you don't use it, the next time you go on the beach, you get sunburned, and you're gonna say, this bastard fitness instructor told me not to use it, and I got sunburned, right? So my point is, guys, I'm just trying to make you aware of the things that are affecting your body. This is, once again, only for you. This is information that you are to decide what you're gonna do with it. It's up to you. Okay, when you take a shower, what is the first thing you put on your hair? Shampoo is linked with brain cancer in many cases. Try to read the ingredients, you can't even pronounce it. Chemicals that are extremely toxic. Water, guys, 2 main chemicals we put in the water. What are the chemicals that we have in the water that we drink?
Hydrogen.
Chlorine.
Chlorine and one more? Fluoride. Chlorine. Where else do you put chlorine, guys?
The pool.
Swimming pool. Why do you put chlorine in swimming pool?
To kill bacteria.
Kill living organisms, right? What are we?
Living.
Living organisms. It affects us as well. Second chemical is fluoride. Fluoride is also found in toothpaste. Certain amounts of fluoride can affect on your thyroid, and it can have effects on your heart. It causes chronic heart disease. All right, stress. Once again, more people die from stress in 1 year than from car accidents. First killer is cancer. Second killer is stress. Just a statistic, in the early 90s, every 20th person was dying from cancer. Today, every 3rd person dies from cancer. So look to your left, look to your right. Eventually, there is a big chance some of you might have it. I'm not trying to make you depressed and you ruin your vacation, guys. I'm just trying to make you aware of how these things are affecting your body. Now, stress. 2 main hormones are released when you're under stress. Anyone has an idea? Which are the 2 hormones? How do you feel when you're... Adrenaline? Very good. Okay. How does adrenaline make you feel? Sleepy or energetic and hyper? Hyper. You want to do something physically. It is very dangerous for your heart if you don't use it physically. For example, you're in a traffic jam, you're stuck in your car, you're going to be late somewhere, and you're really stressed about it. Your body releases adrenaline. If you don't use it physically, it's dangerous for your heart. Second hormone that is released when you're under adrenaline and when you're under stress is cortisol. Cortisol is fat-storing hormone, and it stops the body from recovering. Every time you wake up, every time you move, you use your muscles, you use your body, your muscles fibers are being broken down. Cortisol will prevent the recovery process in your body. So people who are under stress are more likely to gain weight and generally be unhealthy. And the last but not least is medications. Average person after the age of 40 spends more than $1,000 a year on medication. Medications are highly acidic, and there is no such a thing as medication without side effects. What is the biggest business in the world, guys? Pharmaceutical. They don't create cure, they create customers. Every time you're going to go to a doctor, he's going to give you a pill. Next time you're going to come back, he's going to give you another one for the side effect of the first one he already gave you. It's a business. They will never give you a pill that will cure your disease. It will just maintain it. They'll make sure that you keep coming back again and again and again. And we mentioned about the sugar. All right, does this make any sense to you so far, guys? Yes. You sure? Any questions? No, we're good? Okay, the last part and the last slide is how these things are affecting our body. Once again, guys, these are the toxins that are inevitable. You have to drink the water. You have to breathe the air. That's why detox is a must. How many times a day you brush your teeth?
3 times.
Okay, hopefully at least once, right? How would you feel if you don't brush your teeth at all? Let's say you don't brush your teeth for a month. How would you feel?
My teeth will fall out.
You'll be single and alone. People will run away from you, right? The reason is because the toxins from the food that you eat will eventually start breaking down the teeth and they will start rotting. Now you're taking care of the teeth. You want to make sure you look fine from the outside. But after you chew the food, where the food goes? In your body, stomach, small intestines, and then it goes to the colon, and some nutrients that you need goes in the liver. So all these things are affecting your body. They're accumulating it inside your vital organs. Now, talking about the weight loss, guys. You stand in front of the mirror, naked, not here in your room. What is the first thing you want to get rid of?
Stomach.
Okay, what do you have in your stomach?
Food.
not in, on. Fat, right?
Yeah, food.
Okay,
If I eat.
now, do you know the only organ that can break down fat cells?
Liver.
Liver. Now, the liver, guys, is the most important organ in our body. It has exactly 508 functions. 3 most important organs. What is your liver's functions? What is your liver supposed to do for you?
Break down sugar.
Break down
No, clean the body. Clean the body. It's natural organ that detoxifies the body. Function number 2 is what? Breaks down what? Fat cells. So breaks down fat. Then function number 3 controls your metabolism. Every hormone that is released in your body is connected with your liver. Your liver is a factory for everything. Once again, it has 508 functions. So these are the 3 most important. In a clean and healthy body, the liver will break down the fat cell and convert it into glucose, which is a natural source of energy for your muscles, all used as ketone for your muscles. Now, your fat cell is made out of 3 components. Component number 1 is what? 72% of your body is what, guys?
Water.
Water. So 72% of your fat is also water. Second component, 19% of your fat is glucose or sugar, which we already mentioned. And third component, which is the rest of 99%, is alcohol. We're not going to talk about alcohol. We all possess it. It's in our molecular level. It's in our DNA. We're going to talk about water and glucose. So even though you're on vacation and you would love to hear about alcohol, we're going to skip that subject today. So we're talking about water and glucose right now. Now, once again, these 3 functions are the most important functions for your liver. Filtering the body, breaking down fat, and controlling your metabolism. Your metabolism is directly linked with your immune system, digestive system, and energy level. Now, what do you think? What will be the priority for your liver from these 3 functions?
DETOX.
You all agree on that?
No.
Fat.
No? Fat? Okay, simple example. If you have excess weight, will you survive?
Yes.
Yes, there are a lot of people that have excess weight. I have a roommate that is kind of chubby, but he's a nice guy. He's still alive. No, I don't say that. But I love him. So once again, if you have excess weight, you will be able to survive. Now, now, if your metabolism is slow, will you survive?
Yes.
Yes. But if your liver stops purifying the toxins and stop filtering the toxins, and your vital organs are polluted and intoxicated, will you survive?
No.
Definitely not. You'll die. So that's why the priority for the liver will always be detoxification. Do we have the answer, guys, why you cannot lose weight? Regardless of how many times a day or a week you go to the gym and you eat right, you're still struggling to lose weight. There are people that not only stop losing weight, eventually going to start gaining weight again. The reason is because the organ that breaks down fat is what?
Toxic.
The
Liver.
liver. What is the liver doing right now? Detoxifies, cleans the toxins. So once again, the only organ that can clear and purify toxins is the liver. Now, unfortunately for us guys, the liver has limited spaces. So what will happen to a small cup if you try to put a 2 pound of water? It overflows. Exactly the same thing happens with the liver. It takes only 8 years, remember this number, for your liver to be fully filled up with toxins. So only 8 years. How long ago you were 8 years old? So we don't want to mention that. Now, the liver has a backup system which is called lymphatic system. When the liver gets filled up with toxins, it releases these extra toxins in your lymphatic system. The lymphatic system has the function to filter the extra toxins that your liver cannot deal with and control the circulation in your arms and legs. Guys, human body is a perfectly designed machine. Very smart, very well created. If any symptoms are to be seen on your body, do not ignore that. If you have cold hands and cold feet constantly, that's a sign that your lymphatic system is intoxicated. Do something about it. Don't be ignorant. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, excess weight, acid reflux, puffy eyes, bad skin, bad nails, bad hair. Try to do something about it. All those things are to be treated with your body from within. These are just symptoms that your body is telling you something is not right from the inside. I'm not saying it's wrong to put moisture on your skin and to make sure you take care of your hair and you go for a massage, but you have to take care of it from the inside as well. So you have to have the full package. The triangle, remember, contains 3 components and it's your body. If you don't change the oil in your car, what will happen to your car?
Make noises.
Make noises. Eventually, what's going to happen to it? Kaput. You have to buy a new one. Can you buy a new car?
Yes.
Yes, you go to a dealer and buy a new car. Can you go in a meat store and tell them, listen, I'm 5'9", 220 pounds, can I have a new body? I'll come and pick it up tomorrow.
No.
No. Treat your body like it's priceless, because it is. You can't change it. It's the only place that you have to live for the rest of your life. Remember that. Now, when these toxins, going back to the lymphatic system, when the toxins from the liver are going to the lymphatic system and the lymphatic system is fully intoxicated, the lymphatic system sends the toxins immediately around your fat cell. Simple reason why around your fat cell. If it sends them anywhere else but your fat cell, you will be dead. So the only safe solution is to send the toxins around your fat cell. Now, what is 19% of your fat again? Glucose, sugar. When you cut an apple in half and leave it for half an hour, what happens to that apple? It goes brown. How do we call that process? Oxidation. Very good. Oxidizes. So the toxins from the air are breaking down everything that is energy. Apple is pure glucose, pure energy. And they'll try to oxidize, toxins from the air will try to oxidize from the glucose that is in the apple. Same thing will happen here. The toxins that are from the lymphatic system around your fat will try to oxidize from the energy that is inside of your fat. Now this is the skin, right here. Next step that happens, the toxins that are surrounded by around your fat cell will force your fat to release the water from inside to outside to protect itself from being oxidized.
And then it's cellulite.
Thank you so much. When you cut an apple in half and you immediately put it in a bucket of water, will it turn brown?
No.
No, the water will protect it. When you hurt your ankle, what is the first reaction?
Swallow.
It's inflammation, swelling, right? So the body sends water to that area to secure it from further damage. Exactly the same thing happens here. The 72% of your body that is, the 72% of your water that is in your fat will be released to outside to protect itself from being oxidized. This happens only after 8 years of toxic buildup. The reason that you don't see this bubble on your skin is because the inflammation of the water that is around your fat is small. The older you get, the bigger the water retention is. Now, ladies, this is the skin. What are these bubbles here?
Cellulite.
Cellulite. Now, why I say ladies? Just
Because men suck and have parts metabolism.
not really. It has nothing to do
Some men
with
did cellulite as well.
very rarely if they're extremely
In
fat.
the fat, yeah.
Yeah. The reason that it said ladies only is because ladies have more fat cells. Only on the abdominal area from here to here, ladies have 240 fat cells. And men have 160. The reason is a baby. There's extra layer of fat to protect the baby in your belly. But that's why the recommended fat percentage for ladies is much higher than for men. Now, these fat cells are called fat-soluble toxins. This is the most important part of the seminar, guys. Everywhere you have a fat-soluble toxin, or so-called cellulite, we all have cancer cells. Cancer cells, we possess them. It's in our DNA. Every one of us have cancer cells. So just imagine that these large circles are cancer cells. Now the reason that are around your fat cell is very simple. The cancer cell has only 2 sources of nutrients, 2 sources of food. Food number 1 is toxic waste. Where do you have toxic waste? Around your fat. Food number 2 is glucose. Where do you have glucose?
And the fat.
Fat. So that's why the cancer cells are always going to be surrounded around your fat cell. You also have internal fat cells around your vital organs, such as kidneys, livers, heart, lungs, and etc. So you will have cancer cells around those organs. These cancer cells are called passive cancer cells. They're not alive yet. All you need to know is on this pH scale. This is the most important part, guys. Pay attention, and we're going to wrap it up very quickly. pH, guys, anybody knows what it stands for? You're working with pH, you should know what pH. Potential hydrogen. Potential hydrogen. Okay, so the two sides. Which are the two sides? Guys?
Alkaline
And
acidic.
okay, so acid
Oh, acid's first.
and alkaline. Acid is 0, alkaline is 14, neutral, neither there is there 7. Which side is bad, which side is good?
Both sides are bad.
This one is good.
Alkaline, anything above 7 is good.
Yeah.
Anything below 7 is bad. Remember what I said, the seminar is based on researches of Dr. Joel taught. He discovered that cancer cells cannot survive in alkaline surrounding. If you put a cancer cell in acid surrounding, it just grows in a multiplied cell. Now, when we are born, guys, we're perfectly designed machine, 7.365. We can never go higher than that. Once again, healthy is alkaline, sick is acidic. Every disease strives to survive and grows in acid surrounding. Now, when you're born, you're already alkaline. What actually pushes us lower to acidic is the toxic income in our body. Now, when you're alkaline, when you're born, you're alkaline. Perfect symptom of an alkaline body is the number of excretion, the number of times you go to bathroom. Number 2, the number of times you poop. Newborn baby. I have a daughter, 16 months old. What a baby does all the time.
Shit.
Okay, so sleeps, eats, cries, poop, excretes. It eats, it absorbs the nutrients that it needs. Everything that it doesn't need, the body releases it. How many times a day you eat, guys? Not on a ship. I don't want to
3
count.
times.
3, including the snack.
No.
No, 4 times then. Okay. How many times a day you poop?
You're supposed to put 3 times.
How many times you poop? Not how many.
Once.
Once on a lucky day, right?
2 times a week. No.
You celebrate when you do it.
2-3 times a week. No
A
good.
week.
Alcohol is more than one.
Now, if you poop 1 meal a day and you eat 4 times a day, where are the rest of the 3 meals?
In the
And your
stomach. This goes to the
Everywhere.
stomach. not
No, what is
down.
cancer type 1?
Type.
Colon cancer.
Colon, yeah.
Colon, guys, have you seen people like this?
Yeah. My uncle.
Especially on the ship, right?
Yeah.
Skinny arms, skinny legs, huge gut. Those people don't have big fat percentage. What they do have is big gut or colon. Colon, guys, is number 1 cancer in the world. Colon can store more than 50 pounds of toxic waste. It can store 1 meal for more than 5 years, and it is responsible for more than 70% of chronic diseases in human body. The reason is because we have food that is rotting there for a very long period of time. You keep accumulating, it keeps growing and growing and growing. The reason that you get the gut and you don't get rid of that food and you don't poo often enough is because you're acidic. Now, talking about acidity, the lowest you can get on the pH scale is 4.10. 4.10. When you reach this state, all cancer cells that are in your body that are called passive cancer cells, they become active or alive. Now, all you have to do, guys, is what? Can I hear you again? Alkalize, detoxify your body. I've seen detox programs that are offering colon cleanser, lymphatic system cleanser, lymph nodes cleanser. Nothing is cleaning your body unless you're alkaline.
They have that lemon detox, which is bad because it's acidic.
I'm not, well, lemon is not actually acidic. It tastes acidic, but it's not.
Salt in Himalayan salt? Salt in lemon?
No, it's not detox.
No, not detox, but
It helps your
it
body,
helps,
yes.
yeah.
Lemon has high contents of vitamin C and antioxidants, which will force you to go a little bit more often to the bathroom,
And
especially if you do.
what about apple cider vinegar?
Still the same, similar
It
thing.
has the same.
Yeah, it has
And
antioxidants.
bicarbonate soda as well.
Soda is
Bicarbonate.
no, still no good.
No, it balances.
Balance is what?
Your alkaline.
No, that's that doesn't exist. The only thing, guys, that can
Onion,
naturally
lemon.
filter your body. Sorry.
Onion, cinnamon.
Still no.
Oh, cinnamon good.
Still no. The only thing, guys, that can naturally detoxify your body is right now all around us, and it's under the water.
Seaweed!
Yes. Seaweed. Seaweed. Very good. Thank you, sir. So algae, guys. Algae is the most alkaline thing on the entire planet.
Spirulina!
Maximum is 14 on the pH scale. Algae is 98% alkaline, which makes it 13.8 in the alkaline state. Nothing on this world is more alkaline than the algae. So So it's simple, guys. If you introduce algae in your body, you will clean the toxins, because toxins cannot survive in alkaline surrounding. If your toxins are gone and your liver is now not busy cleaning toxins that you put, what is the second function of your liver? Breaking down fat. So if your fat is broken down, you're removing the two main nutrients for cancer cells, which is glucose and toxic waste. So if you remove glucose and toxic waste out of your organs, out of your body, what happens to the cancer cell? They die, because they have no nutrients to survive. And then the most important part, if you're alkaline, which is environment that cancer cells cannot survive, what happens to the cancer? They die. Once again, so you're doing the three only things that you can do to clean and purify your body. So first one is alkalizing your body, going back to 7.365. Once you're alkaline, cancer cells are not surviving in this environment. So to go back from active to passive state. When your cancer cells are passive and you break down your fat cell, you remove glucose, you remove toxic waste, cancer cells are dying. So it's no-brainer, guys. You just have to be ignorant not to do these things. Once again, your body is a place that you have to live for the rest of your life. So treat it like it's priceless, because it is. So the right question is, how do you put algae in your body?
You ate it.
Right, so you just go in the ocean, eat the algae, and that's it.
Sushi, you can go for sushi.
Oh, you can go for sushi, right? No. Sadly, unfortunately, the answer is no. Why? Different types of algae, guys, has different types and different functions in your body. For example, Indian tiger herb has the function to break down the fat-soluble toxin, which is known for cellulite. Blue-green algae has the function to filter the colon and make you poop more often, which is a natural way of purifying the body of the toxins that you store in your colon. Thai herb, which grows in the Thailand Ocean only, has the function to filter the lymphatic system and improves the circulation in your body. So you have to combine different types of algae that has different function in order for you to get full cleanser of the body. Once again, guys, there's only two types of people. Which are the two types of people? Doers and don'ters. It requires for you to be a doer in order for you to do changes. As I said, I have nothing out of this. Alright? This is only for you. Now, how do you put algae and how long do you have to put the algae for? Here on the ship, lucky for you, we have the algae that are required to detoxify your body, combined, dried on sun, chopped on small pieces, and put in a tea bag with added flavor. Or a bath. Put it in a tea bag with added flavor. Flavor is peppermint, chamomile, or fennel fusion. That's totally up to you. Once again, the detox is not the peppermint, the chamomile, and the fennel fusion. What it does, the detox, is what? The seaweed, the algae. So the algae is doing the job. The peppermint, the chamomile, the fennel fusion is just added for the flavor, because algae itself tastes very bad. It's like a vomit. You don't really want to put that in your mouth, right? Now, how long do you have to put the tea? What is it required for you to detoxify? And how do you finalize the whole thing? Now, does anybody know how long does the liver takes to recover itself?
8 years.
7 years.
I got the popcorn.
No, 8? No. Okay, let me make it clear. 8. Thanks for paying attention. But 8 years is the time that the liver requires to be fully intoxicated.
So you have to double it to get rid of it. Yeah?
Not really. Every 6 months, the liver will recover itself. The liver is okay. So the liver is divided in a half, like two halves. So every 6 months, every 180 days, the liver will try to purify one half of itself. So 6 months, it cleans half of itself. Second 6 months, it will start cleaning the second half of itself. By the time it starts cleaning the second part, the first part is already intoxicated again. The reason is because we keep putting toxins in our body 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You do not stop putting toxins. So all you have to do, guys, once again, your body is a perfectly designed machine. Currently, it's stuck in a death horn. All you gotta do is just point it in the right direction, give that kick in the butt, and it will know what to do. Because once again, it has the capacity and the ability to do everything itself. So how long do you have to detoxify? The minimum is 6 months, 180 days. The older you are, the more it takes. The reason, because you've been accumulating toxins for a very long period of time. If you're 30 years old and if you're 70 years old, you can't expect to go through the same process and same cycle of detoxifying. Of course, the older person will require a longer period of detoxifying the body. Now, You do it 3 times a day, 3 tea bags, regardless when you do them, regardless how you do that, as long as it's not on empty stomach. You can put in 3 at once, not on empty stomach, okay? So you can do it 3 at once, you can do it 2 at one, and then 1 at a time, whatever feels comfortable for you and convenient. So 3 tea bags a day for the following 6 months. With it, I give you a nutrition plan to follow. Nutrition plan is combined with ketonic diet and zone diet. Combination of ratio of 20-20-60, meaning 20% fat, 20% carbs, and 60% protein. The reason that we want to stay low on the carbs is because carbohydrates are actually food for the cancer cells. The combination of food is alkaline and acid, so we want to stay, of course, more to the alkalinity just to give that foundation for the detoxifying. With the detox, guys, I give you a test which is called BCA, and it's complimentary. We test your body and we analyze exactly where is your pH number. Are you close to that 4.10 or not? If you are, cancer cells are becoming alive and active, so we want to just do something about it as fast as we can. The test also analyzes your fat percentage, your muscle mass, your hydration, your nutritional value, your BMR, BMI, and many other things that we need to know, and then it will give me an idea what's happening in your body and what can we do about it. The investment in the detox program is $3.3 a day. Ask yourself, what are you currently spending $3 a day, and then you'll realize if it's worth it or not. Once again, this is your body we talk about, and it's once in a lifetime investment. Now, once you do it, you don't have to do it again. For how long? 8 years. Why? Because once you're alkaline and you push yourself back to 7.365, it will take 8 years for your body to go back to acidity and start being unhealthy again. So you just have to filter the body every 8 to 9 years. If you're living better life, if you're using organic products, if you're eating organic food, if you're physically active, if your level of stress is low, of course it's going to take a little bit longer time for you to be acidic. So we want to maintain that alkalinity. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer complimentary consultation, so please proceed to the spa, make an appointment, and we're going to see what we can do about that. We can talk how... Yes, go ahead, sir.
No, I'm listening.
Yeah, okay. So we can see what we can do about it. We're going to do the analysis of your body, which is the BCA, and then we're going to determine what can we do. Are you a doer or are you not? Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being a great number, and a wonderful day. Yes, ma'am. No, there's no overdose, there's no contraindication, and there's no side effect.
About the alkaline acidic.
Yeah.
If you urine,
yeah.
Is that also gives you alkaline?
No.
That is what?
Your body has 3 pH scales. One is saliva, which is always acidic because you have hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Second one is blood. Depends on the food that you eat. For example, you eat broccoli, which is alkaline. You take a test on your blood, it will show alkaline. And then you eat beef, which is acidic, you take a test, it will show that you're acidic. That doesn't mean your overall body weight. So you can do your urine.
It is different.
Yeah, you can do your urine, but we're not really looking at that. The actual pH that we're looking at is your overall body.
Can
we do the test?
Can I do it now?
Thank you guys, we can make an appointment and have a wonderful day.
Only one way to detox is the keto.